What's going on? What's going on? It's Lady Dre, and welcome to Healing Sessions. So, today we'll be talking about healing, of course, right? Um, However, being that we are in the shadow period of Mercury retrograde, I want to talk about reviews, revelations, reevaluations, and really just understanding that these things are coming up for us to really make those judgment calls and final decisions on just where we stand, right? Ending those cycles, really understanding, like, it's time for us to step into the new, right? It's time for us to step into these new beginnings. It's time for us to step into really understanding just really who we are, right? Fully integrated, fully being our authentic self, fully understanding that even still being all those things, still needing to be able to heal, right? And heal areas for ourselves to further our growth, right? To further our evolution just on this spiritual journey. So it was interesting because I was having a conversation with my daughter this morning. Excuse me. And just to be transparent, I was rather emotional, and it just came out of nowhere, or maybe it didn't come out of nowhere because you know you on your own healing journey, how you do the things that you do to heal, to be able to um just come to grips with situations, being able to let go, being able to really just assess where you are, right? And so for me, um when things come up, I really like to just I like to tackle them. I'm not even going to, especially when it comes to this healing journey, because I've come so far, and I know that it has worked for me, really. But it has been about me being accountable, right? It really has been about me being vulnerable, really, and being truthful and honest with myself. As much as the truth may hurt, right? As much as the revelations may hurt, but ultimately, it has been for my good. It has really been for my good, and I've come to understand that even in those times when things have been revealed to me, I've been ready for them to be revealed. You understand? And understanding also too that it couldn't have been any, it couldn't have been any sooner, you know, um, because I wouldn't have been ready to understand it, ready to analyze it, ready to be able to integrate that part, understand and forgive, or let go, or accept, right? Surrender to. So yeah. So on the healing journey, those things come up, and sometimes you may feel like, okay, yeah, oh, I know I healed this area, right? Like, I know I healed this area. Like, I'm good. I'm good. So you going on about life, I'm saying, you living life, you enjoying, you healing another area in your life, and you good, you know, and then something comes up again from that area where, like, wait a minute, like, I healed that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I healed that. Like, why is you coming up? Why is you, what do you want? You understand what I'm saying? Why is you still here? You were not invited. You understand? And so, yeah, that was that. And so, I had a situation that happened where, a area, I was triggered. I was triggered in the area. I was triggered in the area. And, and not to say triggered in a bad, because, sometimes people make it seem as though, like, it just depends how you look at it, and I try to look at things, in a positive aspect, only because I've been on that other side where I looked at everything negative. I looked at, my mindset was negative, what I'm saying? How I view people was negative, what I'm saying? How I view myself was negative. You understand what I'm saying? So This time around, I'm just in a space where I look for the positive in situations. I look for the positive in people. I look because I understand. No, I'm not naive to understand that there's not duality, excuse me, in that. You know what I'm saying? Because we all have good and bad, positive, negative, whatever. You know what I mean? But that's just where I am right now. So when I reference triggered, for me, that for me, I look at those as signs and warnings and heads up from the universe to let me know, hey, this is the area that, we're going to put some more work in. This is the area where we are going to really do what we need to do, because we do want to evolve. We want to grow. We want to be better, right? And so I'm bringing this to you because you're ready. You're ready to resolve this, or just a aspect of it. You understand what I'm saying? And so, yeah, that was that. So I was triggered by a situation. And the thing is, what's so interesting, and sometimes I don't think we understand, is that, these people in these situations, and whatever it is, like, they're just characters in this narrative of you, again, being able to better yourself. They have their own character. They're doing their own thing. Everybody has their script. Everyone. You understand what I'm saying? Everyone has their part. You know what I'm saying? And when you go to a job, if you're on a set and you're an actor, you have a script, you know what you have to do. That's what it's going to be. And action is action. So when I come into contact in these situations, with these people, whatever, action. So you have to understand that everybody has a role, and even if you don't like the role that they play, everyone has a role. You understand what I'm saying? And so instead of looking at the people, and not, granted, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that people don't have bad intentions. That, people are not, they don't out here be doing shady ass, stuff. Like, listen, I understand. However, again, it's all, about, you learning and growing and being able to evolve from the situation, evolve from the lesson, again, to be able to apply it, when you need to, right? And so, this issue, it triggered, for me, an abandonment issue that, for myself personally, I feel like I resolved not a long time ago, but I definitely have put some work in that area. You know what I'm saying? Because, again, this is something that, was from childhood. But again, the earlier part of my life, I looked at it as a bad, like, oh, I didn't have, I had to learn this by myself. I had to do this by myself, again, but still not understand the other side of it, of learning to be self-sufficient, right? Learning to be able to be self-reliant, learning to be able to depend on myself. You know what I'm saying? But there's also, it's twofold again, right? Um, so of course, over this time, you know what I'm saying? I'm 41 years old. So, I have definitely learned how to be able to take care of myself, take care of my family, be able to do the things that I need to do, again, to not be reliant on someone, but also being in a space to be able to receive and be open, and not be so closed off and thinking that I have to do everything by myself. You know what I'm saying? But that has taken time, right? Effort, energy, experiences, right? Um, and so, um, pretty much, long story short, something, a situation happened where, um, you know, it's not even a miscommunication. It's more of, when, okay, I'm gonna just break it down to you. I'm gonna break it down to you. So, I have not been on the dating scene for a very long time. Okay, listen, let's get this clear. I've not been on the dating scene for a very long time, and, So I move different because I've been single for a long time. Um, you know, I come and go as I please. You know what I'm saying? I tend to what I need to tend to. I do me, you know what I mean? And not to say that I don't involve people in those aspects. However, you know, you could move a little different when you are single versus when you are in a relationship or you are with someone, you know what I mean? And so, um, you know, I've been like talking to this person, right? And it's not even, we're just, honestly, we're really just friends. I've known this person for a long time, and um, we just never been on that scene, you know what I mean? And um, so for me, you know what I'm saying, like, like, okay, like, I'll see. Let me just see. Let me, and well, and this, he works a lot. Like, he works a lot. You know what I'm saying? Not only works as far as like, you know what I'm saying, a job, but just volunteering. Just he does a lot, and which is very admirable. Like, I admire that. You know what I'm saying? That's what's so crazy. Like, I admire that. I admire that. Um, you know, um, Not only is he self-sufficient within himself, but again, giving from his overflow. You know what I'm saying? Giving back. Being a part of the community. Just it's admirable. You know what I'm saying? And you appreciate that, and you understand that, right? And you understand the aspect. Um, and so, again, for me, like, you know what I'm saying? Again, like I said, I've come to a place where I've been in a lot of relationships where I've learned a lot of things by the grace of God. You know what I'm saying? Not only did they teach me good and bad things, but by the grace of God, I've learned a lot about myself, about people, and you even realize even more when you are in relationships, because again, now you get to exercise those things that you've learned. You know what I'm saying? So for myself, again, back to being even single and just moving how I move, on my healing journey, doing my thing. You know what I'm saying? Not so much really isolating myself, but kind of isolating myself and really just working on me. But then when you go out into the world, you are applying these things, right? These things that you've learned, these things that you said that you're healing about yourself, these things that are ultimately here to help you grow, right? And so you go out here and you have these interactions, and you engage, right? And so for me, it's been kind of not a red flag, but it's like, do you even have time to even commit to a relationship? You know what I'm saying? And not to say that it's bad, that's because where he is. However, I know where I am. You know what I'm saying? It's on a different scene, you know what I'm saying? And it's not about casually dating or, you know what I'm saying, just chilling or hooking up. Like, no, you know what I mean? And so, that's something that, I ask myself, like, you know what I'm saying, is that something that I can be able to handle, and vice versa? Does he even have the capacity to even be in a relationship, right? And so, it triggered me in the sense that, because again, growing up, my mom, she worked a lot. She had to do what she had to do to take care of me and my sister. But in that, you know what I'm saying, the absence, she was absent, you know what I'm saying, from a lot of things, you know what I'm saying. And so I didn't realize for myself in that revelation of not understanding that I associated, work, with you not being there, and that having to be the sacrifice, right? That has to be the sacrifice in order for, you to, that's what you have to accept, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, but do you have to, do I have to accept, you not being there, you not being involved, you know what I'm saying, because you're so dedicated to something else? You know what I'm saying? Does that trigger a worth issue where You feel like, if you're not putting that same time, effort, and energy into a relationship, you know what I'm saying, that you want to cultivate, that same effort, and you put it into a job, or is it something that you're running from, and that's the reason why you work so much, and you are doing so much, because you're running from whatever, like, whatever people's reasons are for doing what they do, for overworking, you know what I'm saying, for overcompensating, for whatever, you know what I'm saying. At the end of the day, it's like, you know, you want to be able to have healthy, loving, harmonious relationships. You know what I'm saying? And in that, it can't be one-sided. You know what I'm saying? And you can't, ignore the signs, but you also too can't be, in a state of fear of thinking that it's going to be like how it was before, you know what I'm saying, or past relationships where it's like, oh, well, because a person worked so much, you know what I'm saying, they're not going to be there, but that means they love you. And it's like, it maybe doesn't have to be the story anymore. You already lived that. You already did that. Like, now it's something new. You know what I'm saying? So again, it's about creating those healthy boundaries. Again, about just getting to know people, really, right? Just getting to, understand just really what you want, and knowing what you want, you know what I mean, and being okay if it doesn't show up like that, and if that's not what it is, then that's okay too. But it was, again, like, a gift to show you, like, okay, that's not what I'm looking for, and that's okay, you know what I mean. But I always, anytime I have any encounters with people, I always look at it even in deeper ways, you know what I mean. And so for me, again, I looked at that trigger as in, well, this time person have time for me. I looked at it as, that's what I wanted as a child. I wanted time. I wanted companionship. I wanted nurturing, you know what I'm saying, from my mother. But, again, work was precedent. You know what I'm saying? But it was because, well, she had to, because, she had to take care of us. She had to. Who else was going to help her? You know? So she had to. So then it's like, damn, like, okay, well, it's what do I do? What sacrifice do I make? Do I make the sacrifice of staying home and nurturing my kids, but the bills are not gonna be paid, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to find that balance when it's only you doing it, you know what I'm saying? And so again, that's why I'm even appreciative of just, even having to understand just a different side of being a single parent, and knowing, like, how hard it is. It's hard, and so I get it. I get that you have to make them sacrifices, and those choices have to be made. And again, you know what I'm saying? And it's sad that it has to be that way, but again, there's beauty in, just even where I am now. Like, I can appreciate that. I can say that, yeah, yes, I went through that, but however, it taught me so much, and made me the woman that I am, and I'm grateful that I'm even more able to learn and grow, and evolve from situations, and life experiences, right? But yeah, sometimes it does get difficult, and it does make you, like, open up those wounds, but there is coming up again, like I said, for you to be able to heal them, heal more aspects of it, and not to say that, in the future other aspects of abandonment won't come up, but the point is that you have to heal it when it comes up, so that it doesn't come up again later on, you know what I'm saying, or even more stronger, or more to a point where it really, really triggers you, to a point where, like, just whatever, you know what I'm saying. But the thing is, like, I had to understand that for me, it was about, like, just not feeling like I'm not enough because they don't want to spend time with me, and work was the excuse, or doing things was the excuse as to why you couldn't spend time with me. And I equated my worth of people wanting to spend time with me as you know that meant I was worthy because they spent time with me and they wanted to be with me, because I lacked that as a child. And the thing is, like, I have come so, like, like so comfortable and in love with being by myself, being who I am though, you know what I'm saying? Like loving every aspect of who I am, right? And so for that to come up, that's why it was so shocking, and that's why why it made me so emotional, because it was like, how could I still hold some, of that of abandonment, or that residue of that? Like, how could I still hold that? If I've worked so hard and so long on just being self-sufficient, being with myself, right? Loving myself, honoring myself, respecting myself, right? You know, how could that still come up? How could that still creep up? You know what I mean? And I can remember a time where I would get mad at that, like legit, like, listen, I'm telling you, I would get mad when it would come up again, like something where it would be like, man, I just worked on that. Like, why is you playing with me? But ultimately, again, I needed it. I needed it, And so it was interesting, because I for myself didn't realize that I correlated the two, you know what I'm saying? I correlated, the work with, equated to being worthy, which, it's weird, because it's like, again, it's like twofold, because anything that you want and you go after, you put that effort in, right? You put that dedication in, or maybe some people don't. And maybe it is just a job, right? Maybe it is just a thing to do. Maybe it is just, I don't know, But like I said, things are going to be coming up for you to be just like reviewing really, and having that really like truthful, honest conversation with yourself, and understanding, like, are you ignoring the signs, or are you moving in fear, right? Right? Are you moving in insecurity? Like, those things are coming up for you to be able to really, again, like I said, close those chapters in those cycles, so we can start new, right? Because we have come so far. We've come so far, man. We've come so far in just really like bettering ourselves, right? Bettering our surroundings, right? Educating ourselves, right? Loving ourselves, right? And it's like, you know, the work is never done, it's never done. But the beauty in that is that we do have time to rest, right? And then we do have time to work, right? And so really, we just this is a special time. This is a special time, because a lot of us are really gonna just see, like, just how far we've come, like the work that we've put in, right? That effort, that drive, like that consistency, that dedication, right? We're going to see the rewards of it. We will see the rewards of it, but we just have to be ready. We gotta be ready. We gotta be ready. We gotta be ready. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be ready. And I'm grateful for being able to really just be in a space to be able to accept it. You know what I'm saying? Because so many people are not in a space to really accept it, really accept what the situation is, really accept the fact that we're so abundant, and God loves us so much, so much. And it's just, yes, we go through things, man. I know, life can be difficult. It can be challenging, but it can be beautiful. It's so beautiful when we really get to just understand, like, it's really how we view it. It's how we view it, you know? And I pray that you see the signs, that you honor them, that you continue to shine your light, continue to to do the right thing. Continue to, show people that there's amazing people out in this world, and no matter what was going on in society, no matter what's going on the internet, on TV, like, it don't matter, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you the real stars, you know what I'm saying? You the one that's out here in the trenches every single day, you know what I'm saying? Not only healing, but growing, you know what I'm saying? Evolving, inspiring, you out here doing that, you know what I mean? And so you gotta give yourself some credit, you have to give yourself some credit, because everybody's not gonna be rooting for you. Everybody's not gonna be rooting for the change. Everybody's not gonna be rooting for the glow up. But guess what? You will have the people that are. You will have the people that are going to be rooting for you. That's all. That's going to be, that they don't have no problem having to stand ovation for you. No problem that's going to be uplifting you, because you do it for so many other people, right? You're going to have that support. You're going to have that team. You understand? You're going to have that relationship. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be intimate, whether it be family, whether it be friends, you're going to have those relationships that support you, that love you, that honor you, that show you everything that you've been doing, everything that you've been fighting for, everything that you've been working so hard for. Like, it's going to pay off. It's going to pay off. And again, even understanding that it's not even about getting no payoff, but just understanding, like, I'm just so grateful that I'm in a space to be able to experience this, to be able to be a light in such a dark time, to be able to be a light, to shine, to show people that still, like, it's good people out here. I'm telling you. So just keep it up. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep understanding that, you know what? No matter what obstacles come, whatever challenges come, like, you equipped, you got this. You listen, you have everything that you need. You abundant. And don't forget it. Don't forget it. And even in those moments of doubt, don't forget it. When those negative thoughts come up, rebuke that. Rebuke them. Combat that with some positive thoughts, positive ideas, positive affirmations, positive things about yourself. Because you know who you are. You know what you've been through. You know how far you've come. And can't nobody tell you your story. Can't nobody tell you about your walk. Can't nobody tell you about your journey. But your light shines so bright. No matter even what's still, your light still shines so bright. And just keep being that light. And I'm telling you, we're gonna be cloaks of light. Just listen, I'm telling you. And it'll be just light everywhere. And not saying that, again, we live in this duality. You know what I'm saying? So, we need the both. We need them both. However, it's just time for us to shine, because we've been hiding for a long time. And not saying that we've been hiding, but we've been hidden because we've been protected, right? But trust and believe it's on and popping. Okay? Okay? So just know, anything that comes up, these things that are coming up that you've had to revisit several times, know that it's for your good. It's for you to be able to grow, for you to be able to evolve, for you to be able to understand just even more about yourself, right? So don't look at it and being in the present and understanding, like, okay, where do I need to be right now? How is this going to help me? How is this going to better me? And for me, it was about understanding, like, I cannot associate any part of my worth with what someone else does. There is no part of my worth that's associated with anything anyone else does, says, feels, none. Because I know who I am, right? So understanding, like, you have to know, like, without a shadow of doubt, stand in who you are, own that, know that. And especially if you know that you on the path of doing the right thing. But listen, if you listen to this, we already listen. You understand me. You feel me. Okay? You understand me. You feel me. You already know where we at. This ain't too deep for you. You understand what I'm saying? We already here. So just keep it up. Keep up the good work. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep being the light and understand, like, listen, it's on. It's on. It's on. All right? So y'all be easy. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Go ahead and comment down there. And yeah, I'll holler at y'all.